Hi, welcome to Break Up Your Band. I'm John Frusciante. No, not that one. This one.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
This week, we're going to be looking at the new Tycho album, Awake. Here. You can never get that straight. I'll put it over here. Sorry, Lloyd Cole and the Commotions. This, by the way, is a great album. But before we get to the reviews, Brandon Boyd, the lead singer of Incubus, has been accused of stalking a reality television star and is now ordered to stay 100 feet... Ah! Jesus! This guy? Oh, this teacher's assistant from a small liberal arts college? I wish you were here. Yikes. Tycho is an electronic artist similar to bands like the album Leaf. Limbic System is another band that sounds like this, or that falls into this genre, if you've heard of them. This album is his first album with a full band of musicians. He's toured with a band of musicians, but usually recorded alone. Also, I want to say that up until recently, I thought it was pronounced Tycho, but it's not. It's pronounced Tycho. What if that was just like my whole review? I thought it was pronounced Tycho. That's it. Good night. When I first read that description, it's a full band, pushing more towards an indie rock sound, my first thought was, oh, great. He's probably going to wind up singing on a bunch of his songs, completely deviating from the sound that made me like him so much. I'm looking at you, the album Leaf. And all the things we tried to change. To my pleasant surprise, this album is more in line with his previous two albums, past his Prologue and his most recent album, Dive, his second album, Dive. While it's nice to have a new Tycho album, and it's exciting to hear new music from him, this album feels to me more than anything like a step sideways than a step forward. A lot of these songs feel almost like they are outtakes or unused pieces from previous albums. You know, there are no songs on this album that have kind of the infectious hook of something like Hours from Dive or Dictaphone's Lament from past his Prologue. Most of the songs on this album, at best, just remind me of songs from previous albums. One of the things that was great about his first two albums is he utilized a lot of found sounds and a lot of field recordings, similar to the way the album Leaf Jimmy LaVale used to do in his first few albums. Awake is devoid of any of those kinds of found sounds or field recordings, which I think is kind of a shame because I like to hear that kind of stuff. The thing that I like about this album is that he can bring in a full band, he can record with different people and still keep that kind of same tone, keep that same aesthetic he had, and this isn't like a huge unnecessary departure into something more mainstream for him. You can still put this album on, like chill out, relax. This is what we would have referred to in college as homework music. Sorry, Born Against, but we didn't consider you homework music. If the question is Tycho's Awake better than Lloyd Cole and the Commotions' Rattlesnakes, obviously the answer to that question is that's a ridiculous question. They're two completely different artists, two completely different genres. Why would you even ask that question? It seems like you're just trolling. Tycho, Awake, buy it now. If you live in the Virginia area, you can see me performing live with the Upright Citizens Brigade Touring Company this Friday, April 4th at 9 p.m. at the College of William and Mary, and then the next day, Saturday, April 5th at the University of Richmond in Cousins Studio Theater at 8 p.m. So check those shows out. What albums are you listening to this week? What songs are you excited by? Tell me in the comments. Let's share information. Let's build a network of people. Okay, thanks. See you next week.
Tell me about it!